Thank you for tuning in to the Blue Stocking Solutions podcast. Hello, thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Blue Stocking Solutions podcast. We have another amazing guest all the way from Jamaica.
Hi,
How are you?
I am great. How are you
I
doing?
am awesome. And your name is Ruach, right?
Yes,
Ooh,
Ruach.
I got it right. All right. So, please. So you are a songwriter, singer, performer. You're
Yes,
just killing the game. So,
yes.
how did you get into music? Like, what inspired you to get into music?
I went through several things before I actually decided doing music. But I decided to do it because it was important for me to spend my time here in the earth doing the things that I enjoy doing. And music was on the top of that list. And so, some life-changing events brought me back to music.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, music is a beautiful thing. Like, I use it to, you know, de-stress myself. I use it to inspire myself. I use it in so many different ways. I mean, with you being a songwriter, singer, like, you get to create it. So
Yes.
take me through that process. Like, how do you, like, get a song in your mind, and how do you decide what it sounds like, and how do you know when it's in your mind, like, what sounds to put together to make it real?
Right. Different things can spur the creative process. You can see something, experience something, whether firsthand or through somebody else. You can hear a melody in your head. Oftentimes, you'll find with creative people that they dream a lot. And a lot of the things they see in their dreams is what they create. So different things inspire the process, but generally, it comes from the soul. For me, I draw a lot from my own experiences in life and the experiences that other persons have gone through. And oftentimes, too, when I hear music, I'll hear a particular piece of music and it will inspire certain words and certain thoughts and emotions, and then I put pen to paper and then I create something. Yeah.
That's amazing. So, I mean, you are doing your music, you have your personal life, your business and everything. How do you manage all of that? Like, where do you find the balance, or is there no balance?
There, you have to create a balance in everything in life. There must be balance, or else there'll be chaos. Can you
Very true.
imagine? Yes. So, time management is extremely important. Understanding how to prioritize, being able to forward think. You have to be able to plan, ahead of your day, days in advance sometimes, and you do that, and making sure that you're including all of the other stuff that you need to do with family, relaxation, fun, and all of that thing for yourself, because it's necessary. You also need time to rest. So it's not just work. So time management is critical.
Yes, it is. So, what is your biggest high, and what is your greatest win?
My biggest high, I think my biggest high is every time I write a song.
I like that.
It's a really exciting process to write. It's a really exciting process to create. Each song comes from a different place, comes from a unique experience that you put into word and you add music to it. So each time I write, it's a high. My biggest win would be sharing it with the world. growing as an independent artist in the industry has its challenges. And so when you share your music with the globe and people respond positively, that's really, really encouraging. So um, that would be my greatest win, you
That's
know.
amazing. So,
Yeah.
what question should a person ask themselves if they want to start a journey into the world of becoming a performer slash singer slash songwriter? Like, what's that process like? What question should they ask themselves before they start doing that?
Is this really what I want to be doing? Can I see myself doing this for the rest of my life?
Mm.
Your purpose for doing it is very, very, very critical. I think it's the same, for whatever career choice you take. And for a lot of us, nothing is forever. For a lot of us, you, for instance, decide to do advertising, and you do that for 10 years, and then you want to do something else. So you have to be prepared to grow. And you have to be certain that the decision that you're making is the right decision for you now. So after you have kind of decided that that's what you want to do, doing some research is always good. Asking people who have experienced it already, going on Google and learning about the industry and that kind of thing. It will help to guide your choice, because there are many aspects of the business that you can get into. Even if you have a talent for writing or performing or singing, or you may find that your niche exists someplace else. You may be great, in studio. You may be great as a producer
Hmm.
of stuff. So it's about learning about yourself and finding that place that is best for you.
That is beautifully said. So, how do you handle the fact that there's different types of music out there, and I can also say that they're competitors in some regard, and
Hmm.
some people's music is kind of too much, where it's everywhere,
Right,
and some people's music is very, very like low key, and they put
right.
out a EP like maybe once in a while. So, how do you deal with all that different ways of
Doing
yeah.
a business. Yeah, it is the same as in any other industry. If you're an accountant, you're going to find large companies, small companies, medium-sized companies. People have their own home businesses, different ways of doing things. You have to find that way that is right for you. Um, Personally, I am not a competitor. I don't see myself as somebody who has to compete with everybody else for a space. I believe that I am a unique vibration, creating a unique experience, and a unique space exists for me. Um, you have those persons who are naturally competitive, however, and so they will define how they do what they do differently. But for me, I try to be as honest as I can about myself and the kind of music that I do, the words that I put to music, the messages that I represent. Um, I think that is something that is critical for every artist, being true to self, because you can find that you're multi-talented, but because you're so talented, the people around you persuade you to do one thing versus another, which may not be true to you. I find that the most successful people in music are the ones who do the music that is truest to them.
That is absolutely correct. And my next question is, why were you so successful and where others have failed when it comes to music? Some people have tried and they just haven't found that audience that will listen to their music. So, how are you able to capture them?
I believe in myself. I love what I'm doing. I'm really excited to do it. And then once it's done, I'm excited to share it with the world. The internet has changed the music industry, um, for good, if you are prepared to do the work. It is not like it was once when you wouldn't be able to put music out if you weren't signed to a major label. No, because of the broadening of the playing field, independent artists through social media, through the internet, can reach people all across the planet that they would never have had a chance to reach. So, um, marketing is important. Understanding how social platforms work is important. Understanding distribution, and placement of your music. Networking to find radio stations that will play your music is also important. And all of those things, because of the internet, have become so much easier for an independent artist. So those are some of the things that I have done. I spend a lot of time online. I research everything, and I'm so happy for Google. Anything I want to know, anybody I want to find, I Google. And then, you have to be bold enough to send your music out there.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very, very true. Now, what do you think can't be replicated easily about what you're doing?
There is a unique message and a unique delivery of that message that is mine. I think each artist has their own unique sound or own unique type of music or own unique type of lyric that they will represent, and that it is that uniqueness. And this is the wonderful thing about music too, because after you put it out there, someone else can cover it and do an excellent job of covering it, but that is their unique expression as well. And it's just an awesome experience. And so what it is that makes me Ruach is what it is that makes my music, when I deliver it, unique. And that can only be done by Ruach.
Very true. So what are some challenges you faced early on, and how did you beat them?
Early on, some of the challenges, I stepped out in faith. I'm a positive thinker. I knew very little about the industry when I started, but I decided that this was what I wanted to do. And so early challenges included just learning about the different things that you need to know as an independent artist to do the business of music successfully. So I have been learning a whole lot about publishing and royalties and copywriting and proper recording, proper mastering and mixing, and all of these things, proper writing, all of these things come together to create a product that the public will enjoy. And so learning the industry was a challenge because it's such a huge industry. However, you have to have a willingness to learn if you want to grow in any business.
That's very true. Now, if you can go back, what would you change about how you did things?
I would change nothing.
There you go.
The reason I would change nothing is because my philosophy is that everything that you go through, whether it is positive or negative, provides you with an opportunity to learn, especially those negative experiences. So when I go through a challenge or something that didn't go the way I wanted it to go, I stop and analyze my processes, my mental processes, my emotional processes, my intellectual processes. What caused this situation to be this way? What lessons can I learn from it, and how can it help me to be better? And so when you're able to draw from your experiences that kind of wisdom, it eliminates regret. There's no reason for you to regret anything because you just grew. You just became a better person. You just became more knowledgeable. And so I would maybe come to think of it, maybe the only thing I would have, but then not even that, I would have probably started music earlier, because but again, that process was necessary. I needed to go through experiencing all the different things I experienced in my life to understand that music was so important to me, that it was the one thing that I wanted to do most of all the things that I'm able to do. So I would say nothing.
Beautiful. Also, I'd like to let my listeners know Blue Stock Solutions is now helping people that have products and services to help you promote your business. So, how we help you do that is we have some great partners. The partners we have offer TV spots and commercials, billboards nationwide. We also have transit stops also. We also have social media and a lot more. So please go to our website, click on the first link. There's a questionnaire that you will fill out. It will help us understand how we would approach your business. Every business is unique. So by filling out that questionnaire, give us a better understanding of how we can help you. And once that's filled out, one of our account executives will reach out to you and they will help you get your business blown up. So check out the website, click the link, and we will get you rocking and rolling. All right, so the next question I have for you, young lady, is what do we need to know about the music industry to have a successful music career?
Like any other business, it is a business. The entertaining aspect of it is the end result of all of the business activity that is done prior. And so like any other business, you need to know the business that you are in. Especially as an independent artist, it means that you may not have the skills or the resources that other people can add to you, to add value to your business. So being independent means that you have to be prepared to do the hard work, be prepared to do the research, be prepared to learn as much of all of the things in the industry that you need to learn to do it right. Ultimately, it is about doing it correctly so that your business can do well.
That is very true. Now, what is critical to get right to avoid wasting time and money? Because, some people, they hire people to help them promote their, get them into radio spots on and stuff, and they have to pay for all these different things. So what is a good first step for someone that wants to enter the music industry so they don't waste that time or money?
And yes, there are a lot of ways the music business can cost you. But working with institutions or individuals who have displayed a track record is usually one of the easiest ways to effectively do what you need to do. Things after you've learned the basics, copywriting and registering and distribution, and that is very, very critical as well, distribution. How you get your music out there to the rest of the planet is very important. Partnering with the right platforms is critical. There are many options. Do your research. Find those. Okay, for instance, I am a reggae artist, and so I want to partner with maybe a media house, radio station, TV station. Do some research, because then if their audience is primarily R&B or country music, then spending your money there wouldn't be a wise thing to do. So you have to understand your genre, and you have to understand your audience, and you have to find out where they are, and then find those persons, companies, organizations that have been effectively reaching your audience, and then make some inquiries and then make some decisions about how you spend. There are things that you will not be able to avoid. You have studio time that you have to pay for. Preparing the product, you have to pay for mastering, mixing, so all of those costs you need to add into whatever it is you're factoring. But you have to be aware of what you represent as an artist, and find those platforms that best represent you.
That's a brilliant way to break it down. Now, when should a person that is getting started look for a mentor? And what should they look for in a mentor?
You can look for a mentor at any time. I think What happens to us as artists is that we already have a lot of mentors, even without understanding, because we are all exposed to music. We listen to different people on radio all the time, and we fall in love with their sound and their voice, and we imagine that we'd like to do what they've done. So the mentorship starts pretty early on, whether it's conscious or subconscious. But when you decide to consciously look for a mentor, find someone from whom you can receive good advice. Um, and if that advice even involves a lot of critique, make sure that it is someone from whom, should criticism come, it is about lifting you up and not tearing you down. Um, Find persons who have done it and done it well. Find persons who have created a legacy for themselves that they can and are willing to share with you. Not everybody is like that. You may find yourself beating down some doors, and they're just not interested in mentoring. So be open, network a lot. Go out there and meet people, and eventually, as you work your way through the industry, you will meet people at different stages of your journey who will be able to pass on information to you that will make you a better artist.
That's well said. Now, are there any tools or books that have really helped you on your journey?
Yes, I love to read. I am a lover of the esoteric. I am a positive thinker, and so I love to read books that empower me. Rich Man, Poor Man, Think Big, things like that. Napoleon Hill. I read books that help me to grow, that gives me the little pieces of information that I need to put the pieces of the puzzle together so that I can succeed. And so those are the things that I gravitate towards. I believe in learning. In everything that you do, you have an opportunity to learn and to grow. And so I'm willing to learn every day. Every time I go into studio, there's something new that I can learn about voicing, about studio equipment, about engineering or production. Always be willing to learn, and always be willing to grow. Once you have that mindset and attitude, you'll find that the information that you need, whether it comes through books or through people or through experiences, it'll come into your life.
You just, like, the way you describe things are amazing. I love how you describe stuff. I feel like I'm there with you. So,
Thank you.
Next question is, what is your best tip for someone struggling to take their idea forward?
It's important that you understand why you're struggling. We struggle for different reasons. We struggle some of the times because we doubt ourselves. We struggle some of the times because we're not surrounding ourselves with the people or infrastructure that we need. We struggle sometimes because of finances. It's important to understand why you are struggling. However, the most important thing is to make sure that your mind is ready for success. It does not matter what. Ultimately, you are your own creator. Ultimately, you are the final voice that says, yes, I will succeed, or no, I won't succeed. It's important that you have no doubt. It's important that you evaluate yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and figure out where it is that you are having your personal blocks, and fix those. And after you fix that, you'll find that, again, the people, the things, the information, all of that you need to lift you up will come into your life. It is important that you pay attention to the people who are around you. You want to surround yourself with positive minds. You want to surround yourself with people who believe in you, people who will encourage you, because music, like any other business, takes time to grow. It requires a lot of energy, physically, emotionally, creatively, financially. It is important that you surround yourself with people or situations that support you and support that structure until you finally become the name that you want to become. Your business becomes the brand that you want it to become. So be prepared for the long haul. However, while you're in the long haul, it's probably one of the most beautiful places that you can be, because in there lies the potential for your greatest experiences and your greatest experiences that empower you. So just be prepared to grow. Be prepared to open up to growth, and be prepared for self-evaluation.
Brilliant. So how can the audience stay connected with you? What platforms are you on? Please let them know.
I use a lot of social media. I love the internet. I thank God for whoever it was that invented it. So you'll be able to find me everywhere on the internet. Just Google Ruaru, Ruachru. My favorite social media platforms are Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. However, I am on many other platforms. Reach out to me. You can contact me there on any one of those platforms. You can also email me at ruachrumusic@gmail.com, and I will respond to you.
Once again, guys, please check out her amazing music. It's so good. And this was a really good podcast that I have with you today. I'm so glad you took some time out of your busy schedule, and also the time zone situation. The fact that you're in Jamaica and I'm here in Las Vegas, so I really appreciate you coming on today.
I really appreciate you inviting me on, and it's such a pleasure to share with you and to everyone listening, and to everybody out there. Receive lots of love from me and from the land of Jamaica. Enough blessings to everybody.
That's awesome. And once again, guys, Blue Stocking Solutions is helping promote your business. That's products or services. We will take care of that for you. That's getting you a TV spot, commercials, billboards nationwide, transit stop ads nationwide, social media, and a lot more. And also we help with getting you financing for your business. So just go to bluestocking.solutions, click the link on the first page. There's a questionnaire there. Please fill it out. Our account executives will reach out to you and help you get things moving. So once again, lady, thanks for coming on, and it was just a pleasure.
Thank you too.
All right, we are over and out. Thank you for listening to our podcast today. We look forward to connecting with you on our LinkedIn page. If you have business needs, just click the Become a Client button on the first page of our website, bluestocking.solutions. If you would like to be a guest on our podcast, please click the Contact Us link on our website. In order to be a success, your desire for success should be greater than your fear of failure.